Single people, listen to me. Y'all need some help when it comes to dating, okay? Like, I'm a pastor. I'm a marriage counselor. We've been talking and coaching and counseling and correcting and helping. I can't think of more C's, but we've been helping people that are single for a long time. I want to give you 5 necessities before you have a spouse, before you find a boo, before you find your man candy, before you find your Samson, before you find a bae, a shorty, a honey, a money, a bunny, whatever. I don't care. You need 5 things before you get into a relationship. Here's what you need to know. There's this one thought that I really want to give you is this. If you're constantly looking for somebody, the somebody you're looking for is yourself. If you're constantly looking for somebody, the person you're looking for is yourself. 5 things you need. They're necessities, they're requirements. And honestly, this is a checklist. Before you find a mate, make sure, number 1, you do this. You find a mentor. It's number 1. Most important, huge necessity, because here's what mentors do. Mentors introduce you to you. That's what a mentor will do. And they'll take you further, faster. They are your eyes in the back of your head, because all of us have blind spots, right? We all got blind spots, and we got all areas of some growth. We got some growth areas. And so we need mentors in our lives that are pointing us the way, that are pointing us forward, that are helping us and propelling us to greater things. See, because this is what God does. God puts a gift inside of a person, but a mentor pulls that gift out of them. So if you're single right now and you're by yourself and you're alone, see, because listen, write this down. Some people are single for a season. Some people are single for a reason. Some people are single for a season. Some people are single for a reason, and mentors will help you find out what that reason is. You need mentors. Now, don't have a single one. I use this illustration all the time with a baseball and bullpen. You need somebody that's a knuckleballer. You need a fastballer. You need somebody with finances. You need somebody with relationships. You need somebody when it comes to family dynamics, parenting. You need mentors. You need a bullpen of mentors you can learn from, which ultimately means you need a community. So you need to find a requirement, a necessity. This is for my sons. This is for my boys. They need mentors before they get into a relationship. This is number 1 on the checklist. Number 2 is this. Probably the most important thing. You need a mission. You can't just have mentors. You need a mission. You need a mission from God. You need to know why you were placed on the planet. Because listen to me, an insecure person is a dangerous person. I know why I'm on this planet. Before Natalia and we got into a relationship, I told her and I said to her, listen, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life. I have focus, I have vision, I have a mission. And ultimately, here was my request to her. I told her, the only way we're going to keep pursuing this relationship is I don't need you to be a pastor's wife. I need you to become a pastor. You need to learn how to mentor people, lead people. And it was this daunting task for her for a long time. She was like, I really like you. That is so intimidating, so scary. But ultimately, what she's doing right now, she's mentoring people. I'm so proud of my wife. She's incredible. She's not a pastor's wife. She's a pastor herself. And so before you find a relationship, before you find a mate, before you find a bae or a boo, you need a mission. And gosh, how many people, they don't know why they're on this planet. And they think that if I find a husband, if I find a wife, if I find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if I have a kid, if I get this job. No, you don't need those things. Those are ancillary things before you need to find a mission. Number 3 is you need mentors, you need a mission. And number 3, you need mentees. You need to learn how to be poured into and also how to pour into other people. The greatest thing that ever changed my life was responsibility. When I had some young people, when I had some people that said, I look up to you, like you're one of my heroes. You're somebody that I look up to and I learn from. When that happened and I was introduced into that, it changed my life. Because now I realize that my life is not my own anymore. That I have people that are looking up to me. And there's this old guy in the NBA. His name is Charles Barkley. He used to say this, I'm not a mentor. I'm not a role model, he would always say. It's like, bro, you don't understand the platform that you have. You're an NBA superstar. And he always say, I'm not a role model. Don't follow me. People are following you. There are so many people that look up to you. You got nephews, you got nieces, you got little brothers and sisters. You got people that are older than you that follow you. What does 1 Timothy 4 say? It says, don't let anybody look down on you because you're young, but conduct yourself, your conduct, your behavior, your speech, your purity. Make sure it's God honoring. You're a leader, even in your young age. And so I think it's so important that we have mentors. I think it's so important that we have a mission. I think it's so important equally that you have mentees, people you are pouring into. It's healthy for you. It's a necessity before you find a relationship. Number 4, as you know, I love my alliterations. Everything starts with an M. You can probably guess what the next one is. You need, watch this, so practical, money. You need that cash moolah, baby. Before you find a honey, you need some money. You need money. You need to have some money in the bank. How many know? Because it's not just because of a financial liquid cash in your hands. No, it showcases that you have a career. It showcases you got discipline. It showcases that you have focus. You can't just live off of hopefully one day somebody will rescue me from the situation. No, that's poor stewardship. Friend, do all you can to get rid of your student debt before you get into a relationship. Do all you can to start saving up some money. I think it would be healthy, super practical note, by the way. For some of the younger people, you really shouldn't start dating until you have about 10 grand in your bank account. That's some good practical advice. If anything, that's why you click this video. You should really not date until you have some sort of financial literacy. Because listen to me, I am not just trying to enjoy my life. I'm trying to build an empire. I'm going to be a boss. I want to marry a boss so that we can build something incredible together. And how can you do that? Listen, let's not act like money isn't anything. Christians do this so poorly. We act like money isn't anything or money is evil. No, the love of money is evil. Are you greedy? Are you selfish? That's what God condemns. But ultimately, poverty and poorness, being poor, should be a curse word. We should be allergic to poverty. It's excellent stewardship. And so God gives us principles all throughout wisdom literature and Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, even James, and gives us principles on how to properly steward our lives well. Practical Christian advice. It's so helpful. You need some money in your bank account before you find a boo. And lastly, maturity. You need mentors, you need a mission, you need mentees, you need money. But lastly, what you really need is maturity. I preached this message called Peter Pan Syndrome this one time. Peter Pan is this young man that never grew up. So he aged physically, but he did not age and did not become mature mentally. Emotionally, he was still a boy. He would never grow up. He was still a boy. So listen, he was a man biologically, but he was a boy emotionally. Maturity is this. Maturity is not academics. It's not accolades. It's attitude. It's if you have to constantly be looking for somebody to fulfill that emotional need on the inside of you, the person you're looking for is not a spouse. That person is Jesus. See, because listen to me, a good person is still a terrible savior. And so that emotional need on the inside, we know people, Natalia and I know people, they cannot stay single. And listen to me, if you are not content being single, you won't be content being in a relationship. Unhappy singles are unhappy couples. And most people go into a relationship, and just because you have two Christians in a relationship does not make it a Christian relationship, by the way. Most people jump from relationship to relationship to the relationship, and what they're really doing is they're not running to a relationship, they're running from themselves. And so you need to take some inventory. That's why mentors are so valuable and so important, because they introduce you to you. That's why you need a mission. You need to know why God put you on this planet. He put you on this planet to solve a problem. What problem were you designed, crafted, and what dreams do you have to fulfill on this planet? Do you have mentees, people that you're personally investing into, people that you're pouring back into? Do you have money saved up in your bank account? Have you taken care of yourself financially? Do you have financial literacy? Are you learning? Are you growing? Are you studying? And lastly, do you have maturity? Because I'll say it again. If you're looking for somebody and you're constantly looking for somebody, the person you're really looking for is yourself. I'll leave you with this last scripture, 1 Corinthians 13. It says it like this: when I was a child, I walked like a child. I thought like a child. I talked like a child. But when I became a man, some of my ladies, when I became a woman, I put your childish things behind me. 5 things you need before you have a relationship, before you find a spouse, before you find a boo, is you need this. You need mentors, you need a mission, you need mentees, you need money, and you need maturity. Hey, for my single people, I love you. That is not to condemn you in any way, shape, or form, but this is a checklist I wish I had when I was single. Listen, if you don't pay the price in your singleness, you will pay your price in your relationship. And so do your due diligence now. Get healthy now. The greatest gift you could give to your future is a healthy you. And so make sure you take some notes down. Maybe I would schedule a meeting with a mentor, shoot a friend request out, ask for some help, shoot a message out on Facebook, a DM or text message, do whatever you got to do, and meet with some people. Understand finances. Talk to some people. Start investing in a small group. Get into a local body at your local church. Get into leadership. Start serving some other people. Get some mentees. And I'm telling you, get a mission. When you do those things, I'm telling you, when you set yourself up for success like that, you won't have to find somebody. They'll find you. And so I hope this video helped. Like and subscribe. Shoot to a couple friends. God bless you. Thank you so much.